We went skydiving last weekend at SPACELAND San Marcos, and this is our experience. This is something that I have been wanting to do for a very long time, and for Christmas this year, my husband decided to gift me this experience, and not only that, but he decided to join me as well. Pulling up right away, we noticed that there were a lot of people trying to skydive on this day. The weather was really nice, and this is also one of the most popular locations to skydive in Central Texas. When we were researching places to do this at, this was one of the ones that had the best reviews in our area, so that's why we decided to go with Spaceland. After checking into our reservation, we went out to the observation deck and then waited for our names to be called for the training. The training that they give you here is in the form of a video followed by instructions from the skydiver that you will be attached to. After the training, they fit you with a suit and a harness, and then you're off to the plane. Everyone was very professional and nice and very following the rules, so I never had any fears about my safety. This plane is the smallest plane I've ever been in though, so that was a new experience. And they pile in a couple of people because it's not just the tandem people that they take up. They take up people who are there for their license or they're just doing it for fun. At this point, we were getting just about ready to start to dive, and this is when I started to feel a little bit nervous just because this is something I've never done before. We shimmied up to the door and then took off. It was super cold up there, so having all that wind blow in your face really took me by surprise. All I remember saying right before we jumped was, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God." And then right as I was looking down, I let out a giant woo and just let go. As I said earlier, the wind really took me by surprise. I knew that there would be wind, I just did not anticipate the amount of wind that's blowing in your face and everywhere, and then you have to deal with the pressure and your ears are popping. It was just so overwhelming, so it was so difficult to control my face. As you see here, I'm making all kinds of crazy looking faces, but yeah, enjoyed my free fall. I was wearing contacts because of the goggles, and my left eye was starting to close up on me because it was starting to get dry and it just wanted to close on its own. But once the chute was deployed, my favorite part of the whole experience began. The cruise down was so beautiful and so clear, and the weather was so nice, and it was just the best. It felt like I was flying. It was so peaceful to just sail down that way, and this is actually the part that took up most of the dive, was the cruise down. The free fall only lasted about a minute or less. At this point, my instructor let me control the direction where we were going with the handles. As we got closer to the landing zone, I was instructed to put my legs up and we'd be landing sitting down. The video included a little interview at the end, but I'll keep that to myself. We almost didn't get the selfie video for my husband. However, when we were checking in, we realized this is once in a lifetime and we definitely want to have a video for him. And I'm so glad that we did that because he seemed to handle the free fall and the whole experience a lot better than I did. He looked so calm and so cool up there. He was able to pull his own parachute and everything. He was a real action star. We were taught that once we hit an elevation of 7,000 to look at our wrists, and once that number hit 6,000 or so to pull the chute then.
Welcome back to Earth.
Yeah, man, it was pretty crazy.
Started out maybe just gonna be an observer, but now look at you.
Yeah, I almost didn't come out here. Seriously, I almost just watched me do it, but I'm glad I did, man. That was pretty insane. That was awesome. Thanks so much for a good time.
Thank
man.
you for jumping with me, and thanks for choosing Skydive SPACELAND San Marcos. Yeah, welcome to the sky. Sure. We'll see you next time.
All right.
Afterwards, we went inside and waited for our videos. Overall, this is one of the greatest experiences that we have ever had, and I'm so glad that we did this and so grateful for the gift. Thank you guys for watching.